Would say that I feel like everything rises and falls on leadership. And so when you have the right people making the right decisions that represent the body of players that you have, good things will happen. And until that happens, you'll see what you see.
So, lads, in bad news for the Unrivaled League, Kelsey Plum has not, she's pulled out, which is not good.
Kelsey Plum has revealed why she's not playing in the upcoming season, and her announcement came right after Caitlin Clark made the same decision. It seems like there will be a shortage of star players on the court this season.
Plum announced that she will no longer be taking place in the Unrivaled 3v3 basketball league. I decided to not take part in the inaugural season of Unrivaled in order to take some more time for myself this off-season. I appreciate the league understanding and being...
Kelsey Plum's decision to opt out of the Unrivaled League has sent shockwaves through the basketball community. Her candid public statement has sparked intense debate about the league's future. Despite the 3 versus 3 format promising to shake up women's basketball, Plum made it clear she wouldn't be participating. Now, with few stars already in the competition, the league is scrambling to find replacements. Fans are growing less interested as the excitement dwindles. What will Unrivaled do to shake up the league and attract attention?
Lads, I'm gonna be honest. What is going on with Unrivaled? Like, the way the league's going, it is just madness. It's madness.
Kelsey Plum, however, explained that despite the league's ambitious vision, she had serious concerns about its structure and future. She reiterated her commitment to her career, specifically within the WNBA, where she feels there is still more for her to prove and where her loyalty remains.
Plum is no longer participating in Unrivaled this upcoming inaugural season, and boy, does that leave a huge gap on their team. And
one of the main reasons Plum decided to opt out was the uncertainty around the league's financial stability and its long-term viability. She expressed doubts about whether Unrivaled could sustain its momentum without top stars like herself and Caitlin Clark. With the league's success heavily dependent on star power, Plum voiced concerns about its ability to maintain fan interest over time.
She could potentially be starting on a new team, so I'm pretty sure she wants to be grounded in whatever decision she decides to make. She also deserves a break after winning back-to-back championships, Olympic gold medalist, playoff run, business launching, jersey.
For Kelsey Plum, securing a stable and supportive career environment outweighed any short-term gains from the league. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, the undisputed face of women's basketball, was expected to bring massive crowds, sponsorships, and media attention. Her absence is a devastating blow, leaving fans questioning the league's future. Without Clark, the league loses its main draw, a generational talent capable of elevating its profile and attracting widespread attention.
That Caitlin Clark refusing to join the Unrivaled Basketball League doesn't have something to do with this. All right. Now, I'm sure Kelsey Plum will never admit that. Nobody will ever know it. But the moment that Caitlin Clark decided not to join what is going to be a DOA, a Dead on Arrival Basketball League, a 3x3 league that nobody is going to watch, the moment that Caitlin Clark decided not to join that league was doomed. All right. Now, if she'd have played, do I believe that her games would have drawn a fairly decent viewership? Maybe 500,000 people would have tuned in. But let's be real. Does any of us really expect this league to draw more than, say, 150,000?
Plum's decision to opt out adds to the growing uncertainty surrounding the Unrivaled League, as she remains one of the sport's most recognizable and marketable figures. Her absence, along with Caitlin Clark's, intensifies fears that the league lacks the star power needed to captivate fans. A'ja Wilson, another marquee name, also sitting out compounds the problem. With no Plum, Wilson, and most importantly, Clark, The WNBA's electrifying star, the Unrivaled League faces an uphill battle to stay relevant. Fans and analysts alike are expressing concerns about its financial stability, citing poor ticket sales and waning interest as inevitable consequences. The absence of Caitlin Clark, however, remains the most devastating blow, casting a long shadow over the league's future. Without her, the Unrivaled League may struggle to maintain any lasting relevance.
It has now been reported that Caitlin will not be playing in Unrivaled. This is from ESPN, so that seems to be a legit source that she's not playing. We all suspected it.
The new 3 versus 3 format of the Unrivaled League is facing serious challenges, with Caitlin Clark's decision to opt out being the biggest setback. Clark, a dominant force in women's basketball, was expected to be the league's cornerstone, drawing fans, sponsors, and excitement. Her absence has cast a shadow over the league, raising doubts about its ability to succeed without her star power. The 3 versus 3 format, initially seen as a game-changing innovation for fast-paced, high-energy matchups, is now struggling to gain traction. The lack of marquee players like Clark is dampening enthusiasm, and fans are questioning the league's ability to showcase elite talent and maintain its allure without one of the sport's brightest stars.
Dump divers along with their pretend friends in the mainstream media. They wanted us to believe that the
Speculation is growing about how the Unrivaled League plans to sustain itself without Caitlin Clark, its key draw. Her absence is more than just a missed opportunity. It's a glaring gap that threatens the league's viability. With other stars also opting out, anticipation has shifted from excitement to skepticism. Can the 3 versus 3 format thrive without its brightest stars, or will the league stumble before it even takes off? While Angel Reese is participating, all eyes remain on Clark's decision, which has reshaped the conversation about the league's future. Despite desperate attempts to secure her participation, including offering an enormous sum of money, Clark declined. Her decision has earned her respect and support from fans, who see it as a stand against those who previously targeted her, further fueling the debate over the league's potential.
Caitlin Clark, aka White Jesus, aka Jesus Clark, has shut the door on all of the speculation that she would be participating in the Unrivaled League. Caitlin has said, I'm not going, so quit asking. I'm not participating.
The irony is striking. Many of the players now leading the Unrivaled League were once vocal critics of Caitlin Clark, only to realize the immense impact she has on viewership and fan engagement. Without her, the league loses its biggest draw and struggles to generate the excitement it desperately needs. Fans have already begun questioning how the league will sustain viewership, even with Angel Reese involved. While Reese's popularity is undeniable, the absence of the dynamic rivalry with Clark leaves the narrative feeling incomplete. To make matters worse, Kelsey Plum has also opted out, choosing to rest until the WNBA season. Her absence is another blow, leaving fans wondering if the league can ever recover from its failure to secure Clark, a mistake they are clearly beginning to regret. The hype surrounding the Unrivaled League has already suffered a significant setback, with many doubting its ability to generate excitement without its star player.
Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their star power because the Great White Hope, the only chance that Unrivaled had to succeed, the only way that people would actually watch this new league, yesterday afternoon, Caitlin Clark, she officially rejected their...
Caitlin Clark, the undeniable face of women's basketball, leaves a void that no other player in the league can fill. Her impact goes far beyond her skills on the court. She is a generational star whose influence attracts fans, media attention, and financial support. Without her, the buzz surrounding the league has noticeably diminished, leaving fans and analysts doubtful about its success.
Caitlin Clark says no to Unrivaled. Guys, I got some of the best news in my life when I woke up and saw that article that Caitlin Clark had said no to Unrivaled. And I'm so glad she's letting these women know, man, I'm bigger than all of you guys. I don't have to play with you guys. Y'all need me.
Caitlin Clark's decision to skip the league has raised serious doubts about its overall appeal. Her electrifying playstyle and record-breaking performances have made her the most marketable player in women's basketball, and her presence alone could have elevated the Unrivaled league to new heights of visibility and legitimacy. Fans were eager to see Clark headline this ambitious venture, but her absence has dampened expectations for many. Her decision signals a lack of confidence in the league's ability to deliver on its promises. Viewership concerns now loom large. Without Clark, the league's ability to attract a significant audience is in serious doubt. Fans who might have tuned in to watch her compete are now questioning whether the league is worth their time. Her absence not only eliminates her thrilling performances, but also the compelling rivalries and narratives that would have come with her involvement. The excitement of seeing her face off against top players or dominate in a new format is simply missing.
Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days what would have taken 5 years. So yes, the WNBA was growing before Caitlin Clark. Make that abundantly clear. But it was growing incrementally compared to the exponential growth you're seeing now. And this is just data, this is just objective facts. Be mad with.
Financial implications are a major concern for the Unrivaled league, as its business model likely depended on players like Caitlin Clark to drive ticket sales, secure sponsorships, and generate media coverage. Without her, these revenue streams are expected to take a significant hit. Sponsors and broadcasters may be less inclined to invest in a product lacking the star power to attract large audiences. The league was built around a system that relies on marquee players to draw crowds and capture media attention. While there are talented athletes like Angel Reese and Aja Wilson involved, none carry the same level of cash as Clark. Her name alone could have generated significant buzz. Without these stars, the Unrivaled league risks becoming a watered-down version of the exciting product fans were promised.
One person who gets rebounds and play good defense, and you got another person that decent on defense and she scores a lot of points. So it's gonna always be offense you take. You cannot compare defense to offense like that.
In addition to player losses, logistical concerns are complicating matters for the Unrivaled league. The league's ambitious plan to launch as a 3-versus-3 competition generated excitement, but it's uncertain whether this format will capture fans' attention in the same way traditional 5-versus-5 basketball does. While 3-on-3 basketball has grown in popularity, especially in Olympic events, the Unrivaled league needs top players to make the format compelling. Without them, fans may lose interest, and the league could struggle to build a loyal following. Scheduling conflicts also play a role, with the WNBA season being a demanding commitment. Players like Kelsey Plum voiced concerns about balancing both leagues, especially with the Unrivaled league's format still unproven. She feared that the additional workload might not be worth it if the league failed to live up to its expectations.
It's not on the court. It's everything else that comes into that. And so, you know, we're working to make changes, but it takes time. And I understand that change isn't overnight, but man, like, we know that the game has come a long way, but we do have a long way to go.
Yeah. But it helps to have stars speak up and not be afraid to speak up, because some people are afraid to speak up when even they know, I could be speaking up and it's going to.
Kelsey Plum's leadership and poise are essential to her game, whether she is competing in the WNBA or representing the USA in international competitions. She has consistently demonstrated that she thrives under pressure, stepping up in clutch moments and taking control of the game when needed. Her competitive nature and drive to win are evident in her relentless work ethic on both ends of the floor. Plum's leadership qualities go beyond her playmaking ability. She sets the tone for her team with her intensity and focus. Defensively, Plum is often underrated, but she's no slouch. While not the tallest or most physically imposing player, Plum leverages her speed and defensive awareness to stay in front of her opponents. She's quick to anticipate passes and can disrupt plays with her ability to read the offense. Her tenacity and hustle make her a disruptive force in transition defense, and her ability to fight through screens and pressure the ball makes her a valuable asset in guarding both guards and forwards. Plum's all-around contributions solidify her as a key player on any team.
Get better. And I think that over the years, just try to chip away at getting better. But
with the potential for further stars to back out or demand changes, the Unrivaled League's survival is now in serious doubt. It's becoming clear that without the support of the sport's biggest names, the league may not even get the chance to prove itself. If the Unrivaled League is to succeed, it will need to adapt quickly and build credibility, starting with securing top players like Kelsey Plum, Caitlin Clark, and others who can inject life into the project. However, as it stands, the future of the league is looking increasingly bleak. Fans were hoping for a groundbreaking competition that would elevate women's basketball, but without its brightest stars, the league risks falling short of expectations. The buzz that once surrounded the Unrivaled League is fading fast, and unless significant changes are made, the league may struggle to capture the attention and support it desperately needs.
Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their star power because the Great White Hope, the only chance that Unrivaled had to succeed, the only way that people would actually watch this new league, yesterday afternoon, Caitlin Clark, she officially rejected their...
The hype surrounding the Unrivaled League has already taken a major hit, with many questioning its ability to generate excitement without Caitlin Clark. Kelsey Plum's decision not to participate is just the latest setback in a growing list of issues that have left the league's future in jeopardy. As one of the most talented and marketable players in women's basketball, Plum's absence highlights the difficulties the league faces. This raises serious concerns about whether the Unrivaled League can survive long enough to achieve its ambitious goals and create lasting impact. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.